Dell laptop, date and time error. Let's find out why. Power on the unit. Invalid configuration, date and time is not set right. Okay, so let's find out why it's doing what it's doing and how we can resolve this issue. Okay. This is coming for a refurbish. Still a decent laptop, still an i5. Very compact. So right, let's check and see what's going on. First thing first is the item that's responsible for remembering the date and the time and making sure your BIOS is settings preserved is the Cmos battery here. Some of the later laptops or the new generation laptops don't have a Cmos battery. They've got a built-in battery, and if that's dead, then your BIOS will reset, your time and date will reset also. So let's see what's going on with the voltage side on that. So let's grab a multimeter. So let's check the voltage and see what voltage we get. Dead. Total dead. 0.012. So that is a dead battery. So today's topic is how I reproduce a CMOS battery. Alright, so let's put this laptop away. Okay, so this is the original battery. What I have here is a CR2032, two little strips for spot soldering, a spot solder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip this open. So let's see if I can grab a pair of thingy. Let's strip it open and see what we're facing here, because I need to use these wires again. Now these are already been spot soldered. CR2032, yep, so that is also the same battery. Right, if I'm lucky I might be able to reuse these instead of them. So let's sort of grab a pair of plier and see if I can gently pull this away, those two spot solderings, and two off. Bingo. Right, so I don't have to use these plates and do all the soldering and all that, so this is going to be an easy one. Alright, let's flatten these plates. Okay, here we go. So this is a new battery, a brand new battery, GP Ultra 2032 again. For some reason this looks a bit bigger, doesn't it? No. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, that's that. Let's check the voltage on that battery and see what the voltage we get. That should be over 3.16 or whatever it is. It will be over 3 volt regardless. 3.350. So I have been taken by surprise, which means that there's plenty of power in that battery. All right. Okay, so let's get down to the business of spot soldering. Turn the device on. Alright, these settings can vary, so we're going to go nice and easy. Centralize, hold this down. I don't think that was good enough, that, so I'm going to up the gear to that. Okay, that come off. So the gear settings 5. Yeah, it's being held in place properly, so that's a good thing. That Now the main thing you got to worry about is when you put this on, to ensure that this doesn't touch the positive. So what I mean by the black bending like this and touching this, that will just kill the battery. So I will have to do something about that, which I already have a plan at the back of my mind. So let's keep this nice and straight. Hold it down. Nice and straight. We're going to go for the kill. Okay, so let's just check and see if it's on properly. Yes, it is on properly. Okay, so gun's ready, glue ready. All I'm going to do is drop a blob in between the two terminals, just so that, and a little bit on the edge of this so that it's not making a contact. But just be careful you're not touching this between the plus and the negative terminal, because then that would defeat the purpose of doing what you're doing, because you'll short the battery out and damage the battery itself. So let's check and see what voltage we get. We're still at 3.345, whatever it is. Okay, so that's dried, literally dried instantly. So let me just make sure that I'm quite satisfied with what I'm doing, because when it comes to work like this, every detail to me matters. Sorry, you weren't even getting a glimpse of this. I'm just touching it up, just make sure that there's enough there. Okay, right, let's move on. Let's turn this off. Now heat shrink, mine's just about, so I'm going to stretch this a little bit, just about, but it won't fit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a plier, put that in, and just gently stretch it. Don't need to stretch this side because it's going on one way, and it should go in. Maybe it needs a slightly more stretch. Okay, and I'm going to throw that in. Here we go. Here we go. Set the hot test station to about 100 degrees and just gently bake it into place. And what I mean baking is heat shrink. So I'm using a cheap Atten to do all the petty jobs and all that. I'm using one of them. Okay, so Atten 585D plus. I've had that for years now. Don't apply too much heat because this battery, remember, it can potentially explode, so you've got to be careful. Just go small, just bit by bit. That'll do for me. Alright, so not too much heat. Alright, just be very careful. Not too much heat. So let it blow a bit of cold air. Let it cool down. And we need to recheck the battery capacity because we've exposed heat to it. So I'll put them the wrong way around actually, but it's 3.342, so they're quite satisfied the battery's not damaged. Okay, so now the next step is to connect this here. So just a tiny amount will do. There you go. You have to be precise where you put that on, but as long as it's on the back and it's holding the battery in place, bingo. Right, so there we have it. Nothing's that's going to show. All right, let's connect the power. Laptop should turn on. If it doesn't, it'll switch on, switch off. That's what these business edition laptops do. So sometime it'll turn on all by itself, which it did now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to enter the BIOS. So yes, it won't find that, so we're going to change settings F2. So we're going to hit F2, go into the date and time, and then F key, and we are on the 28th of August 2022, and the time is 2:55, so that would be 14:55. I'll have to select plus or minus, I think. Oh, come on. PM. Right, and exit. Okay, so what we'll do now is it should come back with the correct date and time on, and I should not get this error message. Okay, there you have it, the problem solved. To verify that the problem has been solved, we'll switch it back off again. Take the power lead off and the battery's not inserted. Just wait for a moment, and then what we will do is we'll reinsert the power lead, lid open. It shouldn't start all by itself, it will stay off. We'll power it on, and we shouldn't get the errors what we were getting before. Bingo, problem solved. So that's how you resolve the issue with the Cmos battery. Yeah, anyway, that's all guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Look after yourself, take it easy, and see you soon. Peace.